She was pushing, Andrea was pushing so hard, the midwife had to tell her to slow down.
Yeah.
She was like, slow
You know
down.
you make me float. Boy, you really get me high. Ooh, feel like I'm alone. 'Cause you serve me on, send me on a regular.
Dream Team, what's up, Dream Team? What's up, Dream Team?
I'm Andrea.
And it's your boy Ryan. Welcome to our YouTube channel. So we got some exciting news, breaking news for you guys. We have a new addition to the family, to the Dream Team. Our daughter is here. She's here.
She's here. She's on Earth. She has made it out of the birth canal. And we have that story time / update to tell you because we have been gone. We wanted to do so many different videos. I wanted to do so many different videos like hospital bag stuff, and it just was not working.
When it became time, it was just time. Speed them up to date.
Yeah, let's speed you guys up to date. So she was born
on September 29th, 2019 at
4:09 p.m. And she was 6 pounds 7 ounces,
19 inches,
and it's an amazing feeling, you guys.
It was so
we have
amazing.
A beautiful bundle of joy.
But let's get back.
Excuse this is like a different scenery right now. We're under construction.
Ooh.
So the 26th, I had my 39-week appointment. Everything was going good. They want to do an extra ultrasound on me because she was looking a little small to them.
But she is not small at all.
We'll get to that.
They was just hating.
We'll get to that. My midwife had me go get my ultrasound done. She checked me, see how many centimeters I've dilated. And apparently I wasn't any centimeters dilated.
0.
And
so we had another long way to go.
You know, I was there like another extra hour because they were worried about her movements, and I had to press this button. Like, they strapped me in this thing, and I had to press this button every time she kicked. And when they were looking at how like she was kicking, they were like, oh, okay, so she's moving fine, yeah, yada yada yada. And then they were like, but do you feel that? I was like, feel what? And she was like, honey, you're having contractions. And I was like, what? I did not feel anything. My midwife came in and she was like, you know, we're worried about her her growth. Everything looks healthy. We want to make sure that she comes out healthy. So, you know, we want to go ahead and induce you. And at that moment, I was like, my heart dropped to my butt because I was just like, Ryan is not here.
But fast forward, I ended up being there every step of the way.
Yes.
But
so
I wasn't there at the moment.
Yeah, and they had to induce me and everything. So I got to the hospital, had my bag packed and everything, and Ryan did not want anything to happen to me until he got there. So I waited an extra 4 hours in the hospital just to get induced.
Yep, she was just chilling.
So yeah, I was just waiting there watching TV, answering text messages,
just
telling
cool.
people,
she was
telling
chilling when I
besties.
got in there.
Yes. And so then when he finally got there,
an hour later they induced you.
Yeah, like an hour later they had induced me. So they induced me at like, oh my gosh, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So the 27th, which is that Friday. And then I went to sleep. That next day it was okay. I was feeling like some contractions. It wasn't like hard or whatever. And they were, you know, I think they said that I was dilated like
1 centimeter.
1 centimeter, and then by the end of the day, it was like 2 or 3.
It was 2. They said 2.5. They said 2.5.
2.5. Yeah, and oh my gosh, you guys.
Her water broke.
My water broke.
That Friday she got induced. That next day.
Yeah, that Friday morning.
That morning. That Saturday morning.
Oh my god.
Like it was
like
it was 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 4:13.
Yeah,
something like that.
Her water broke. She was like, Ryan, did you hear that? Oh my god, I think my water just broke. I'm over there just chilling on the side. But apparently she said she heard it.
It felt like a balloon popped in me, and I was so shocked. that it felt like that. I couldn't even believe, like...
Did you feel it just gush out, just...
Yeah.
Or it felt warm?
I mean, it just felt like... I don't know, it just felt like water.
Like you was peeing on yourself?
No, to be honest, it didn't really feel like pee. It just felt like water just gushing out of me.
Like you couldn't control nothing, it just came out.
Yeah, I felt the pop. It literally felt like a balloon popped inside of me. And then, like, whoosh, I felt it run down my leg. Like, I was in pain. Contractions started hitting me harder after that. Oh, my gosh. It was horrible. Well, the experience, it was an experience, but, like, the pain and the feeling of the contractions, because it was like, the contractions were, like, long, it was long, and it was really spaced out.
Yeah, Andrea contraction was long. Like, they lasted for, like, 3 minutes. And then they'll space out.
They'll space
out.
At
first they was coming, like, every 2 minutes. You know,
when I was, like, laying down on my back,
regular.
It hurt the worst. So that's why they told me to get on the peanut ball or the balls and, like, you know, walk around.
It lasted a good about 2 days, y'all. It lasted until she finally started pushing.
And then she finally checked me, and then they checked me at, like, what, 4?
3.
3.
It went from 1 to 2.5 to 3.
To 3.
And it was like, we're finally getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere.
And then next thing you know, they checked her later on that night, and she went from 3 to 7.
And I was like, can I have an epidural?
Yeah, I was like, we didn't even know, because she was just like, she was just beasting through the contraction. She was just,
yeah,
I was like, ain't nothing was wrong with her.
I seriously was, I know.
She was beasting through the contractions, like with no problem, just breathing through it. I was like, it's straight. In my head, I was thinking she's still at like a 3 or something.
My parents had came in. My mom had came in the room with us, and my dad had came too. But he ended up staying in the waiting room for like 2 days. He did not want to come.
Literally, that's how long it lasted. She was in labor.
I was in labor really for.
It was like about 31, 32 hours.
Almost 2 or 3 days. I was in labor. It was a rough time.
Andrea is tough.
Hold on.
No man can go through that stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Ryan was right next to me. My mom was right next to me the whole time. Like, I love my support.
No man can go through that.
Okay, so they finally checked me again, and it was
7.
And I was like, oh my gosh, epidural, please. And my midwife was
She's
just
like, are you sure?
No,
she was like, yeah, you can get it, but she's like, are you sure? Because you're doing so well.
Oh, yeah, she did say that.
Like, do you sure you want it now?
Because everybody, like, the nurse even was in there, and she was just like, I mean, you're really doing well. Yeah. Like, are you sure you want it? And I was like, give me the epidural.
She was like, yeah, just give it to me. Just give it to me now before it's too late.
Yes. And so, like, the anesthetist, he came in, gave me the epidural, you know.
Went through everything.
You know, you see,
everything.
Like, I've seen how they put the epidural in, like, women.
I had to hold Andrea like this. She had to lean up on me like this.
Well, not like this.
Stay still.
He had to stand in front of me. Yeah. It was like it was nothing. You could feel, like, all the work that he was doing down there and the wiping and all that stuff. But, I mean, like, it felt like nothing. Like, epidurals are not scary. But I didn't see it, so it's different. I felt a little bit better, but I still felt some pressure.
That's when it started to get busy, y'all. That's when...
Yeah. I oh, my God. Then I took pain medicine.
Started.
I took pain medicine too, remember?
Before that
I took pain. Oh yeah, I did. I saw Looney Tunes or like cartoons and stuff like that, you guys. That pain medicine knocked me out, and I slept pretty good that time. But anyways, after that, it started getting busy. It started getting busy.
When she came in and said, okay, you know, you're contracting. Do you want to start pushing? Do you want to see where you're at? That's when you was like... I
think she was like, she said I was like 9.
Yeah, you was at 9.
I wasn't completely at 10, but yeah.
But that try turned into, okay, we about to start pushing. Because after that, it was just pushing from there on out. It was like she let you rest for like an hour or something.
No, I thought it was a couple hours, actually. I was like pushing, and then they had to put me on a peanut ball on my side so that...
She can come down a little more.
Yeah, my little baby can...
rotate.
Yeah, I was on the peanut balls, you guys. Oh my gosh, like on my right side, it was so tolerable. It felt all right. I was okay. Contractions started hitting me. I felt the pressure. I was in pain. And then they tried to turn me on my other side because, you know, you have to turn every 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So they want, like, my left side, it was painful to even get over here on that side. Like, I don't know how I did it, y'all, but I did it.
And then after the peanut ball, they came in as, all right, let's push.
Yep.
She started pushing. Everything was going, you know, how you would expect to go. Andrea was...
Yeah, everything was like, you know, I love my midwife, you guys.
She was
like,
cool. They was cool.
My midwife and the nurses at the hospital that we were at, they were all amazing. Because they were, like, bearing with me, too, because I was just, like...
I was calm, though.
I was calm, and I was going with whatever my midwife was telling me to do. Like...
They was like, I'm so surprised at you. You're doing so well. Are you sure this is your first pregnancy? They was like, you're the best pusher we've ever seen. Like... She was pushing.
Oh, I was pushing.
But she was pushing for so long. Her contraction was like so far apart. Like she'll push. Like there'll be like 1 contraction, 2 contractions, 3, and then it'll go away for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, and that was kind of the problem. That's why they put me back on the peanut ball again.
Yeah, they put it back on.
Because they really wanted the contractions to be a lot closer. That way I can just go, hoo.
But it ain't. I mean, it happened for like a little bit, and then it
when I tell you I was hitting that
again.
epidural button too, I was just like, push.
And then it started.
I was like, push, push.
Yeah, she was. You made me hit it a couple times.
Yeah, I made Ryan hit it a couple times. But I mean, like, it's not like I was just like.
I say you hit it like good about 3
times.
Yeah.
And the epidural really helped with the pain, but like you really, really feel the pressure of the contraction. So that still kind of hurt in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but go for an epidural. That's just me. But anyways,
she could have did it without it.
Nah. I don't think
no,
I don't want to.
I'm saying how she was going. If she ain't know, I'm saying if you didn't know that you was at 7 centimeters dilated, by the time you would have reached, if you would have waited another hour, you would have had to just go without, because you know they said at a certain point you can't get the epidural. So if you would have waited like another hour, you wouldn't have had the epidural. Cause you would have been.
I would have cried too. You know how like you're laying down. Ryan was right here next to me. My mom was at my legs, and I made my mom switch, and they were irritating me, like. I didn't want to hear no noise, you guys. Like, it was... Literally, I didn't want to hear anybody talking. I just wanted to breathe. Like, I wanted to hear my breath.
She better have been a little...
I was a little hostile with...
But, yeah,
but it wasn't like...
But it wasn't bad, though. It was just like...
I was more like, Ryan,
just
shut up.
come on. Just hush.
I was like, stop. I was like, hush.
Because I was like, just breathe. When she was putting out, like, just breathe.
And I'm just in my head, I was thinking...
Because I thought she was about to... It looked like she was holding her breath when she was pushing. She was pushing, but she went.
My breath a little bit.
I wanted her to say, well, you know how you see the videos, how the women be like breathing afterwards, but she just a push, and it's like she had her breath held again. I was like, just breathe after you get done pushing. Just take in some air, relax, just breathe. She started getting red.
Yo, I blew up,
and her right here just swelled up a little bit. We was pushing for so long, the nurse was offered a C-section. It was like, we're going to give you 30 minutes, 30 more minutes to push. Because they was like, the baby couldn't.
Crying.
But they said she couldn't get past the
pelvic underneath bone. The pelvic bone. And I got scared. When she said that, like...
I started crying.
I started crying.
Tearing up. Andrea started tearing up.
Because I did not want a C-section. Like, that's one thing that I was for sure, I did not want to have a C-section.
But after that,
and
she
like
started
30
pushing
minutes,
like
30 minutes went
OT
by.
Genesis.
And I was
pushing.
Yeah, I was pushing. Like I was pushing so hard. Yeah, and they even had like a mirror in front of me so I could see everything, which I really appreciated because it kind of gave me like a lot of confidence. Like I was seeing her head move.
Actually move.
And yeah, everybody was seeing her head move and me pushing. I mean, like. After a while, after 30 minutes came in, I noticed 50 freaking nurses coming into the room.
And Andrea was like,
I was like,
right, are they about to do the C-section?
Are we about to do the C-section now?
The midwife was like, oh no,
she's like, oh no.
You're too far on. Like, you're pushing this baby out today.
You're pushing her out today. And I was like, in my head, I was like, yes. But then I was just like, okay, she got to come out. Next thing you know, my little bumblebee came out head first.
She was pushing, Andrea was pushing so hard, the midwife had to tell her to slow down.
Yeah.
She was like, slow down, slow down,
She
slow
was
down.
gonna shoot out,
yeah, because she was about to shoot out. But when she came out, she just, everything
the
just.
pressure.
It felt good. Well, you know, not felt good, but felt relieving.
No, I mean, like, it was so relieving. Like, her head came out, and I saw it in the mirror, and then her body came out with the help of the midwife, obviously. And, like, it was an amazing experience to see that, and then have, you know, my mom and my fiance there. And my dad he would have been in there, but he just did not like to see me in pain, so. But it was really an experience. When she popped out, my midwife had to immediately cut the umbilical cord because, you know, she was a little stunned. She wasn't really crying. She was just kind of like...
She was just like, where am I at?
Yeah, she was like shocked, I guess. And Ryan was down there like, no, we wanted to delay it or whatever. But I was just worried because I couldn't hear her cry. And so...
She was just chilling.
Finally, when she did cut it, and one of the other nurses... grabbed her and like tapped her on the booty. She started crying, and I saw her face crying, and I started crying because I was like, my baby's okay. Took her to the lights and everything, and Ryan was over there. Ryan got emotional, and
I was emotional the whole time. That's your child being born. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Ryan was there like the whole time. So he didn't even have to. Yeah. You didn't even have to stay like the whole time with me. I ended up having to stay in the hospital for an extra 4 days.
Man, we was in there for a good
3 more days.
No.
Yeah.
We left Friday.
On Thursday. No, we left Thursday. So that's like it was a week.
Yeah.
So we were there in the hospital for a week. They changed our room and everything.
But let me tell you, that food that they were serving us though, yo.
Delicioso.
What? We had a 5-star meal morning.
Every day, like my hospital was so
lunch,
good.
Dinner.
We had a huge room.
They had vegan options for us and stuff like that. Yeah, it was
popping.
If y'all ever give birth, go to Advent Health.
They had
everyone was nice. You know, the rooms was clean. The rooms was huge, big. We took videos of the rooms. The food that they were serving us.
It was so good.
But after a couple of days, it felt like jail, and Andrea wanted to
Yeah, so about that, like, the extra 3 days that I had to stay there was because, like, apparently my blood pressure was way, way too high for them. And, you know, I was really swollen and everything. And they were really trying to, like, monitor my blood pressure. And finally, my midwife was like, well, you have 2 options. You can go home or you can stay again. And I was like, now you know. Yeah. We want to go home.
Meanwhile, I was like, shoot, I wouldn't mind staying another day.
No, you didn't.
I was
At that point, yeah, we were ready to go. But, like, when she was born, we were like, we don't mind staying another day because, you know, we have all the help that we could get here.
Being new parents and stuff,
yeah,
you just wanna.
Yeah.
It was cool at first, and then they started coming in the room like every 2 hours.
To check on me and then check on the baby.
She's sleeping. We trying to sleep, but you keep coming in.
But that's what a hospital is. They have to check on us.
She breastfeeding good.
She's a breastfed baby right now. Yeah. I am breastfeeding her. I do occasionally pump. I haven't been pumping lately because I produce enough milk for her to just be knocked out. And, you know, be drunk off mommy's milk.
She be drunk off the milk.
So, I went in almost 140 pounds. I'm at like 106 now.
Yep.
Probably with the help of my breasts.
Look at her, like her face was, you know, swollen and stuff. Before her thighs, when we was holding her thighs, like they was
elephant legs.
What them things was huge and heavy, like they were swollen like this big around.
They were huge. My knees, you can really tell in the knees.
Yeah.
Now you can't really tell.
You can see her kneecaps now. Before you couldn't see her kneecaps. That was the hospital story.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, we really wanted to keep it nice and concise.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. And
our baby's over there just resting,
Yeah, about not showing her off, like, we just like to keep these like moments really precious to us. You know, we want to be able to have our privacy with her as she's growing. As like, you know, it's only her first. Today would be her second week. Yeah, she'll be 2 weeks today.
But she has so much of hair.
I mean, I guess we could show like a little sneak peek. Everybody want to see a sneak peek of her.
Hair.
Yep. So this is our pride and joy.
Mm-hmm. She
and
knocked
this
out.
Is how, yeah, she's knocked out, you guys. But this is all of her hair. Like,
got so much of hair. It's already touching her darn back.
Mm-hmm. It is. And we love her so much.
Mommy,
this is the fam.
Mommy, when you gonna put me on camera? I want the dream team to see me now.
No, they're not ready. You guys aren't ready to see her yet.
I want the dream team to see me now.
But we love her so much, you guys. Thank you guys so much for bearing with us. I know we haven't been posting a lot of videos. We've been saying that all year long, really. But it's been super busy. A lot of things have been changing. We have a huge surprise for you by the end of this year.
Yes, we do. We got another
huge surprise. This year has been going by pretty fast.
It's already October. It seemed like it was just January when we did the pregnancy prank. And then
we did the pregnancy prank last December. But, you know, that's really it.
Yes. So, if you guys haven't already done so, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about our video and our new addition to the fam dream team. You know, let us know what videos you want us to do as a family now, you know, because it's 3 of us. It's Trash Not Dust. It's Trash now. We at 400 and something subscribers. We trying to get to 1,000.
We're trying.
Go ahead and help us out, you know, if y'all can do so. But Andrea, take it away, baby.
And as always, grow with us.
Dream team, we out.